Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Well then, I guess we're doing this.
Betty, your brownies drive me crazy. You're the one to make me come all up.
Hey there, today I'm going to be trying out one of the most viral recipes on the internet right now. Yeah, we're going to make a delicious fudge Yule Log made from fudgy brownies. Yeah, this is super simple, not that expensive, and it's so much fun. All you're going to need is a box of your favorite brownie mix. It doesn't really matter too much here, although I would recommend one without chocolate chunks, as it's going to be easier to make it into the Yule Log once it's baked. We're going to start with 2 tablespoons of water, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. To start off, take the packet of dry mix and put it in a mixing bowl. Next, crack your eggs into a separate bowl and then add them to the dry mix. Measure out your oil, add it to the mix, and then finally add the water. I like to use a silicone spatula so things don't stick, however, any utensil will do. This is nice and easy, just the way I like it. Next, grab your baking pan. For this one, I'm going to be using my 9x13. This helps the brownies cook a little bit more evenly, faster. It's about half the time to use a thinner pan. 2 sheets of parchment laid out across each other so it covers the entire pan, and then just pour the batter down into the pan. Out of all the times I've made brownies over the years, I never once thought of rolling it up into a Yule Log, but this one is super interesting, has my attention, and I'm very curious to see exactly how it turns out. Smooth it out so it meets all the edges, and put it in the oven. So delicious. Make sure you check out the other video on the channel here where I make the best brownies from scratch, but there is something to be said about a delicious box mix. It's cheap, quick, and easy. Yeah, what's not to love about delicious, fresh-made brownies? And now comes the fun part for this Yule Log here. The brownies are cooked, and now we're gonna add in the secret sauce here. Yeah, what's not to love about this? Once the brownies have cooled for a couple hours, ideally overnight in the refrigerator, grab your favorite non-stick or stick cookie sheet. Doesn't really matter here because it's going to be covered in plastic wrap. Yeah, grab a couple pieces of plastic wrap and lay them out across the cookie sheet. This is going to prevent the brownies from sticking and also allow you to roll it up into that delicious Yule Log later on here in the process. I don't know about you, but I always cut my brownie up into squares, and this was so hard to do. I just had a hard time pulling the brownies out of the pan and tearing them up into chunks. There was just something about the perfectionist in me that wanted to see them cut into perfect squares and not obliterated into this fudgy brownie mashup. But hey, all in the interest of a Yule Log, right? Well, anyways, tear up the brownie into little bits. It doesn't really matter the size here because they're going to be broken up into even smaller bits here in a second. You want to use a firm spatula to break it up into small bits. If you have a stand mixer or something with some serious power behind it, that would probably work a little bit better to break this into that perfect fudgy texture, but just using a spatula and your hands works just as well. The good news is you don't need to buy any extra special tools to make this delicious Yule Log treat. Oh, this looks so wrong on so many levels, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. The trick here is getting all these pieces of brownie perfectly compressed into one somewhat uniform sheet so it can be rolled up into that log. And if it looks a little lumpy like mine does, I didn't use a food processor to get it 100% perfect. That's quite okay. Just grab a spatula and kind of compress it down as best you can, just like I'm doing here. And next, arguably the best part here, Nutella. I found 4 scoops was perfect for me, but your mileage may vary. Oh my gosh, this all smells so delicious. I can't believe this is actually a dessert. I do have to admit, it smells really freaking good. After you got everything smoothed out here, no need to be 100% perfect. It's all going to get rolled up anyhow. Just grab one end of that plastic wrap and just pull it across the pan. You might notice in this shot that I've switched my pans. Well, yeah, that's because the non-stick one that I had first go was a little bit too big, and I decided the smaller pan, this is about a 9x13, perfect size to match the amount of brownies that I had made. Of course, you could make this larger with a larger pan, but you would have to make 2 batches of brownies, and that was just a little bit much. Anyways, roll it up just as best as you can here. Just pull the plastic out from underneath the brownie, and it'll transform itself magically into this delicious looking log completely stuffed with Nutella. I think the internet was right with this one. This looks absolutely incredible. Might as well top it off with something fun, right? No? White chocolate, dark chocolate. What's not to love? Oh my goodness, I can't wait to dig in. Let's have some fun here. Oh. Oh my gosh, this smells so intense. There's only one thing left to do here. Gosh, where do I even start? Oh my gosh. Oh, this Nutella, this chocolatey goodness. Look at that. Oh gosh. Well, that's intense. Oh my gosh, this just smells so good. I wish I could send this through the camera, but as far as I know, that technology does not exist yet. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, that combined with a little bit of peppermint bark. Freaking delicious. Talk about super easy, delicious, and kind of fun. Well, what's another one I should try? Drop a comment down below. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.